Hey everyone, welcome to our Sunday Jets of Time stream. We have an exciting race today. It's not going to be the async ladder race restream. What we're doing today is a Chronosanity Tabsanity three-way race here between Akuheish, Kyuketsuki, and Dipwood. And I'm here with silverneo 82. Hello, Silver.
Hello again. We are back.
So this is going to be a little bit different from some of the seeds that we've been showing off here lately. In Chronosanity, your key items could be spread around the entire world, so it could be in any chest anywhere, or also on the bosses. So basically, we're going to see all of our players here checking every chest to try and find key items. However, the tab sanity mode is also on. And what that does is it replaces any item you find in a chest with a tab of random origin. It could be, usually it's a power tab or a magic tab. And even more rarely, you will find some speed tabs. But it makes for some very interesting play. So
And it looks like we're starting out with Marl and Luca. That's not a bad combination on a Tabsanity.
not at all. They're going to be able to get those magic stats just pumped so far up, and also speed. Depends on luck a little bit how many speed tabs you do find. They are way more rare than power and magic tabs, but any speed tabs here are going to help a lot. It's one thing if you start with a slow team like Luca Marl or Robo, they're all very slow. If you give them speed, they quickly will become like your favorite characters, and you'll always want to play them. So,
Oh, absolutely. Depending on tech.
For sure. Depends how the tech comes in.
And our first check. Oh, no?
Yeah, it looks like Kyuketsuki is going for a tab pickup here in the shop. It's something I don't even normally do in a normal seed, but he's very much embracing the tab sanity of this, it looks like. And, this could really depend on our third character, because power tabs actually don't do anything for Marl or Luca. The amount of power that they hit with is actually based on their hit and not their power. So
Yeah, and there's our timer at an hour 45.
it's not, is it? It's okay, we can fix that.
And we're getting the tools check on Kyuketsuki screen.
So instead of getting a key item here, we're probably just going to see a tab, but you never know. We could get lucky.
It's more likely going to be found in a chest. Oh.
Okay. So okay.
Interesting. Okay.
News to me, you can get some gear from that check. I was not aware of that. Looks like the timer is sorted out now. That's good.
Right. Thank you for that.
We may have had too many chefs in the kitchen there for a second. Everyone was fighting over the timer, and anyways, off we go. Picking up more tabs here on Kyuketsuki's screen, and we do have akuheish checking that, doing the bridge check here. So checking for Zombor. Now I'm not Oh, wait. Just checking the chest, not doing the quest. Okay. So the routing is a lot different here too. You're gonna see players sweeping through castle. Yeah, this is something that I also do my own runs. I like to clean out both Guardia castles. It's worth 10 checks, I think, if you do both. And
Right, and there are other places that you would normally go, like right before Reptile Lair.
that's right, like Forest Maze, if you get access to it. I can't remember the exact number of checks in there. It's something like 7 or 8. Quite a few. And then Denadoro has like an astounding 22 checks or something like that. I really should have notes next to me because I'm going to get some of these numbers wrong, but I know they're a lot. We'll just put it that way.
So key item checks are going to have gear or key items. Okay.
So Denadoro's pretty popular, I think, for early running in this Chronosanity mode. Just because of what I said, there's so many chests up here that you can check, and but it still very much is there's a luck factor involved. So I've played quite a few Chronosanity seeds, and I've had
Aku just
many blanks.
picked up a moonstone.
Oh my!
Snail stop.
At Snail Stop. Okay, and he bought it too. Okay.
I didn't see the merchant say, "Oh well, fine then." So I'm assuming he bought it.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, he does have Marl in his party. If he finds that Prism Shard, he can do that Yakra 13 King's Trial quest, and you do get quite a few checks out of that as well. There's a lot of chests in there in that castle basement.
Right, and I have seen a couple of seeds start out with a Yakra 13 go.
Yeah, I would typically like avoid it just because it's a little bit lengthy, but especially in a Chronosanity, you might want to, you would be more likely to just face down that side quest because there are so many chests down there. So right after we're done this Nagaet fight, we will find out who our third character is. And I'm thinking I'd like to see someone who has some physical attack. Because I want to see someone have all these power tabs get put to use with.
I want to see Frog.
Frog, okay, we do have a Pearl Edge, so that could be good.
You pump enough magic and power tabs into Frog, he can do good.
Yeah, he really becomes godlike. Ultimate healing, and if his power's high enough and he has Grand Leon, he can actually become someone that you can really use even in the third Lavos fight, the Lavos core fight. He's going to be able to do an insane amount of damage with Leap Slash. And we have got Robo. Never going to let us down. Robo might be the best character to actually give power tabs to. You know, Ayla's another one, obviously. She has triple kick and a lot of dual techs and a couple triple techs, too, that do an insane amount of damage. But if you manage to find Crisis Arm, I think you can do the most physical damage with Robo. Hands down, no argument. Especially if you have something like Prism Specs on him. I may have even seen a 9999 screenshot somewhere. But that was a while ago, and I don't know if it's patched out yet.
Yeah, that was many versions ago. A very slow Naga at fight.
He is very slow. Slow to begin with because of the characters, and then they cast slow on you, making it even slower. And of course,
I mean, with those two characters, would it be worth taking the market fight?
Yeah, I would try to get a tech in there first. You have a pretty good chance of getting like Fire 2 or Ice 2, I'd say.
Well, who do you think would be stronger to use the second and fourth hits?
It wouldn't maybe matter that much, like, as long as you have a revive. It's pretty likely one of them's gonna die. We are getting some noise from a certain restreamer who should probably deafen himself. Unless it's not coming through the stream, I don't know, but I can hear clickety clackety clickety clackety. It can be difficult to sometimes keep track as a tracker in Chronosanity because people are picking up chests so quickly, and you can actually cancel the text so quickly as well that you yourself might miss what you picked up, let alone someone trying to watch. Looks like dipwood got a speed tab there, though. That's nice. Always nice to see. Especially with this team, where everyone on this team starts with 8 speed. Nice. So we see akuheish already just pumping up Robo with those power tabs
and 4 at a time.
Yeah, oh, and +3 magic, so that may be the maximum for both.
Thought it was one.
It's been changed at least once. The amount that you get from each tab. I think they settled on 4 for power and 3 for magic. But if
Nice.
I'm wrong, we'll be corrected in chat, I'm sure.
Yeah, I agree. Being a glass cannon is basically the goal half the time in jets, otherwise known as a paper nuke. Yeah, it used to be magic could be 5, or they all could be 2, 3, or 5, and that got changed.
Yeah, and I think power could go up to 7 before.
Yeah.
But it was kind of wasteful just because, once you max out the power on 3 characters, you can't use up any more power tabs. And frankly, you still max out people even with a +4. So it's a difficult thing to balance and still feel sweet, So I guess we don't have boss randomizer on. I didn't even ask when we started, but looks like just facing Yakra down here like we normally would. And this is going to allow Kyuketsuki to unlock a 4th character. We don't get a key item check out of this necessarily. But we do get... Oh, and Dipwood is dipping out again, not completing Denadoro. He's going to pick up a rock here. Or he's going to try.
Didn't he just pick up the Grand Leon?
There we go, Black Rock. Oh, did he? Oh, jeez. A bad tracker. A bad commentator, too. Yakra down. For me personally, I don't know if Grand Leon is something I would leave Denadoro after finding. Like, it's not necessarily going to give you a ton of progress. It gives you a few checks in Northern Ruins if you decide to go there and open it up. But by not going forward here, we are missing out on quite a few other checks. So now we got Kyuketsuki is doing his castle chest checks. I saw Aku did that a little bit earlier, so he's a little bit ahead in that regard. And Aku is headed towards Yakra. We'll see if he actually fights Yakra or not. Dipwood is making me confused about, committing to something. Oh, there's the chrono trigger. Okay, I see. That's where it was. So that's, pretty good. We only need a pendant and a chrono clone, and we can hit go mode pretty quick here. So Chronosanity seeds are pretty funny sometimes. Takes a really long time to get go mode, and other times you're looking at like a world record seed time. All luck of the draw.
And we find Ayla.
Yeah, Ayla, Robo, Luca, that is a pretty darn strong team. And once we start getting power tabs and magic tabs and speed tabs going here, it's just going to be an absolute powerhouse. Wow, getting another pearl edge, this time from the chef.
Time to learn how to dual wield.
Now this can be important. Don't forget to do Truce Canyon. There are 2 chests up here, and I've seen key items in them before. It can be an easy thing to miss just because, you know, normally we don't ever go into Truce Canyon for any reason. But in a Chronosanity city, you absolutely have to go in there. So I'm not sure if I've seen anyone go into the Magic Forest. And there's a couple of chests in there as well. 3, I think, in total.
Right? I've not seen either forests or a desert check.
Now, the chests in desert actually don't count for Chronosanity. And that's for the simple fact that, like, if you kill Ret Knight and you complete that quest, it will close the desert permanently for the rest of the game. Therefore, you can't have a key item in one of those chests. So that goes for, you know, a couple other areas in the game where, say, like in 12,000 BC in the Kingdom of Zeal, you know, it crumbles at one point in the story, so the chests there can never be revisited. So they don't have key items in them. Same with a few of the chests in, or maybe all of the chests in Tyrannolair. I think all of the chests in Tyrannolair. There might be a couple that you can actually check due to it being linked with Giant's Claw, but I just don't remember which ones exactly. Aku's gonna have a much easier time on Yakra here than Kyuketsuki did, just simply because he came in a little bit later.
Robo hitting like a semi-truck.
Yeah, and applying those power tabs to Robo and taking care of business. Kyuketsuki's about to find out that all that awaits him here is a Pearl Edge. Probably already has one. But he may choose to actually do the bridge regardless, simply because you can get great drops in there. And, you know, drops are going to be a little bit rare. Gear drops, you know, like we're going to be counting on enemies and vendors, and that's it. Because we're not going to find any gear from chests, obviously. It's all tabs. Yeah, it looks like Kyuketsuki's going for it. He's gonna go and fight Zombor. That's awesome. I always love to see that because you never know what's gonna drop on this bridge from these enemies. Sometimes it's fantastic.
I have seen a rainbow drop on this bridge.
Yeah, rainbow, prism specs. So I'm pretty curious to see exactly where Aku's going to go next.
We got Lapis and Shield drops on the bridge.
That's not great, but it's not terrible either. Zombor may also drop something awesome as well. So Dipwood is collecting his Ayla right now, and again, I'm going to want to see just what he chooses to do next. We've gone, shallow into a couple of areas here, picked up some chests, but not fully looted a couple of things, and he's going to finish up his castle checks as well. Like I said before, I think there's 5 chests in each castle in each time period. But I believe we already know, there's not actually anything in them except for tabs. We do have a coup at the base of Denadoro Mountain here, and I'd love to see him complete this area. I like to see areas get completed. I don't like to back out of them unless I find something like the gate key or pendant, for example, that actually gives me like insane access and more checks. I don't like to leave anything unchecked just because it could be easy to forget, and you can waste time later on too. If something important's there and you have to go backtrack, it's like, well, why did I even go there in the first place if I wasn't going to complete everything?
Right, and then there's forgetting what you've completed and what you've only dipped.
Yep. Which is what it's called from now on, by the way. Dipping. And he's going to dip into the desert here, and I'm guessing he's actually going to fight Red Knight and get that check. So like I said, these chests actually don't have key items in them, but they can be a great option too. Early game, if you're starting a new seed or something, you'll see a lot of players come into desert and start picking up all these chests, and if Tabsanity wasn't on, you would probably be seeing some nice gear dropping out of those. But he's doing the right thing here, and he's using up his tabs as they come in. There's no reason to save them up in a Tabsanity seed. You just want to get as powerful as you can as quickly as possible. He's hitting okay here, doing a decent amount of damage as long as he can survive the attacks, because his HP is a little bit low. Ooh, Dippo gets lucky there with a miss.
And Aku is skipping out after finding the Grand Leon.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. I guess it's just because, the logic that you're thinking that if I find one key item here, I'm not going to find two. And, good chance. Yeah, good chance if you find one. You're not going to find another one. But
chances are low, but still possible.
Not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And yeah, you've already committed halfway into doing Denadoro. But you also do have to fight that boss at the end, and it could be tricky. So interesting to see where they go next. I suppose Hekran Cave will be coming up, but if they're coming up short on key items, we're unfortunately going to have to watch them backtrack a little bit and maybe see some of them complete Denadoro. Kyuketsuki is coming up to pretty soon here. He's going to be coming up to the Grand Leon. We're going to see if he turns around as well. Past the Grand Leon now. It doesn't matter. I've always had trouble on Denadoro. I will often complete the entire thing and have 0 checks. Or have 0 items from all 22 checks. But sometimes I have found 2 key items here too, as well, so. That's why they call it a randomizer.
Aku's doing the Northern Ruins.
Now, that just strikes me as an odd choice. We don't have Frog. I mean, there are some checks there. There's also some very difficult fights.
Or he's just getting it started.
I suppose that could also be what is happening. Yeah, Heckran is a clear choice here because it's relatively easy for your level, and there's quite a few checks in here. So Dipwood has finished Retinite. He's going to be able to do that Fiona quest. He has Robo in his party. You do get a key item, a key item check out of that quest. So Desert is worth 1 check. And I guess he could either get a gear or a key item here, and we'll see what it is. So it does look like Kyuketsuki is committing to Denadoro. He's picked up his Grand Leon and has decided, I am not turning back. Halfway up this mountain already. And we have a ton of chests still to open here, so we've got a couple, obviously, when you fall off that waterfall. I would just love to see a good key item. I'd love to see Gate Key or Pendant or something. And Kyuketsuki would just be in this mega lead because he committed to this area. So that's what I'm hoping to see. But we also have akuheish in Heckran, and Dipwood is about to collect his item here and see if it's important. Nope, not important at all. It's like the best sword for Frog, aside from the Grand Leon. And we already have the Grand Leon, so.
And no Frog.
And no Frog either. So watching Kyuketsuki's screen, looks like he's picked up quite a few speed tabs here. That's nice. Didn't see a key item drop, though. And after this one chest... we're only going to have 1 check left, and that's after fighting Mass Immune. Could get lucky. We'll see. Dipwood's heading into Heckran, it looks like, and from what I can see, akuheish has not picked up a key item in there yet.
Not yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something hanging around in there. I don't know if it's going to be useful. But boy, like, if we're going to take bets, where are we going to find the gate key here today? Like, the longer they play, the more pessimistic I get.
Well, I'm always for Pendant on Woe, so...
Pendant on Woe, he says. Yeah, hey, you never know. We might find a couple of sword pieces and get Frog and have to go through Mega's castle. That is still a possibility. Of course, at that point, you wouldn't actually do Woe anyway. So I'm guessing Kyuketsuki is basically going to just blast through this boss fight, and that's because of these tabs that he's been using. Probably still doesn't have the best gear in town, but this attack should really punish Masamune. Ooh, doesn't have a lot of MP there either. Didn't have enough for triple kick. Yeah, looks like he's taking damage. This can be a bit of a tricky fight just because like Masamune has like 3,000 or something HP, 3,500. Pretty high for a low level bot.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, that triple kick is already doing almost 1,500 damage. That's incredible. As long as he gets some some ethers on Ayla here, this is going to be over really soon. Oh yeah, with this Mega Bomb, I think we're looking at a kill. Yep, and Masamune's down for Kyuketsuki. It's like dipwood and Aku are still hacking their way through Heckran, not finding anything good yet. Oh, a haste helm dropped off. Masamune.
Nice.
That's big. You don't see haste helms every day or every seed by any long. Oh, love haste helms. Just love them.
And we got the hero medal. Over in Heckran. So Aku is skipping out.
Aku's got the. Okay. Kyuketsuki picking up a white vest from the Masamune fight. Not terrible, you know. Technically, he could slap that on any character he doesn't want to get hurt by lightning.
And now we get to see what Tabin's going to give him. No, wait, that's after Heckran. Yeah,
that's after Heckran. That's right. Yeah. We will get to see a little magic forest here, though. Or, sorry, cursed woods is what I mean when I say that. Oh, okay. Aku already popped those 2 chests.
Doing a hero medal check.
Yeah, we're going to get to pop this other one here. And it's the gate key. Oh boy, Kyuketsuki, you better get your butt in Heckran Cave right now.
Aku going back to the northern ruins.
Now that surprises me a little bit.
Can there be key items in the chests?
Yeah, there can be key items here. But it's just that these fights can just wallop you. Especially, okay, so if, what do they cast Grudge when you kill them?
Yeah, and it hits you as hard as you hit them.
Hits you. Oh, it hits you as hard as you hit them. So they might not die from it. Maybe?
I guess it depends on the killing blow.
I mean, facing 2 of them is not as bad as the 4 they're about to face. That's all. I find that like that's probably it's the gatekeeping challenge of this dungeon. If you can pass those 4 sentries that are coming up, then you're good. But
I mean, yeah, Grudge will hit you as hard as you hit them up to their maximum hit points, I believe.
I see.
I think that's 450, 490, something like that.
We got Dipwood dipping out, going into the end of time here. He's going to teach magic to his party. Very solid choice.
Hoping to find that flare for Luca.
Or at least he's going to do something. He's just going to get end of time. It's a little bit funny that because you can still go. Well, we'll see if he goes to Specchio next here. I would really consider that, especially with.
Oh, that hit for almost
Actually-
double what he was hit for.
Yeah, so typically Grudge can just knock you right out, and it's not so bad when you're facing 2 possible grudges. But this next fight that akuheish is about to engage in has 4 sentries and therefore 4 chances to get hit with a grudge, and that could actually just end his endeavor.
That can end a party real quick and in a hurry.
Yeah, he could get 3 grudges, you know. So maybe. Ooh. So we got lucky there. MP. They'll either do MP Buster or Grudge, I think. Sometimes they do nothing, but it's most likely one of those 2. But actually, killing 2 of those sentries first was pretty smart because he gets to just eat that. And now he will only have to face. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And we
Not bad RNG.
Just 1 grudge. That's awesome.
I've seen each one of them do a grudge at the end of that, and it's painful.
Yeah. Even if you have like a really nice leveled up team with lots of hit points, it's still bad. You can get hit with 4 grudges and possibly die or just barely squeak out. Dipwood's picking up Chrono here on Dactyl Nest, and doesn't look like he's going to put him into the team immediately. He may have been hoping for a frog drop there, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. Well, without a weapon, Chrono's kind of useless, so...
And we found the jerky here at Forest Maze already.
Thinking of whether or not he wants to go through the rest of it?
I don't think you can exchange the jerky for a key item. You only get gear for it. Oh, he must have a route that's a little bit different from mine. He is going back in. He looks like he's going to hit all the chests. And, geez. There's either 8 or 9 in here. I always forget the exact numbers.
I think it was either you or Moon Blizzard that was finding the speediest route through Forest Maze without making any enemy encounters.
Yeah, we were working on that a little bit together, actually, back then. And then we became rivals. No, I'm just kidding. It seems to be the quickest to go in from the top first and pick up the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests, then go through the bottom. But it looks like Dipwood actually missed quite a few chests in there. And again, he's doing that and it's bugging me, but hey, he might have success. We'll have to see. If he doesn't find what he needs moving forward, and it's in one of these locations that he keeps sort of just dipping into and not clearing, he's going to have to remember all the areas he didn't clear, and he's going to have to go back there and clear them. So, but it totally depends what he finds. We'll just have to see what happens. But so far, it's pretty split. Like we have Grand Leon, Hero Metal, Gate Key, and Chrono Trigger. Like they just don't have any clear path whatsoever to go mode, and we're almost 45 minutes in.
Let's see what Kyuketsuki's RNG is going to be here. An MP Buster. It's always better to see.
Yeah, 2 MP Busters. That means he will survive no matter what happens next.
Well, at least one character will.
Oh. Yeah, I thought he might have had a full screen there. But doesn't matter, because, yeah, like I said, divide it up into 2 waves, and maybe you don't have to worry so much about the grudges. The only way I know how to do it is to kill everything as fast as I can. So I didn't even consider killing 2 at a time. So Dipwood has learned magic now, and that's fantastic. And looks like he's switched his team up a bit. I don't know if this is the team he's going to keep.
I think he did it just to make sure magic got on all the players who needed the magic at the moment.
Right? That must be why. However, now with all of them unlocked, I mean, they are a very strong team. Like, I wonder if maybe he found a sword for Chrono, or if he thinks he will. I don't know. Maybe Chrono has lightning and he's going to fight Nizbal. Could be interesting. So akuheish is going to... Looks like he's going to check for that. Yeah, he's going to pick up Chrono here. I don't think we're going to see a key item except for in Forest Maze, where we know we have that jerky. So unfortunately for now, we haven't found any real progression on anyone's screen.
I mean, there's plenty of places to go. We just don't have a clear go mode yet.
Yeah, and there's even places like Aussie's Fort that I tend to save for last, but have some chests. I've never found a go mode in there, but you never know what could happen. Yeah, this is like, I feel like this is a quite low team to face Northern Ruins with, but it's working out. Mega Bomb with magic tabs is doing a decent amount of damage to these things, and just taking a long time, which bugs me, but whatever. You get good experience, right?
Now on Dipwood's screen, we've got the Reptite layer. Can the God tier chests carry key items?
Now, in Reptite layer, I believe there are only two or three chests. And then the ones in the secret caves don't count.
Okay.
Because it can be so random getting in there. So not guaranteed. But
I mean, you can play the RNG, but it takes a while.
Yeah. It would possibly take... It would kill seeds, maybe. If there was a key item in one of those secret caves. Because, like, one of the secret caves has a second secret cave, like, added onto it. And, like, so you have to be lucky enough to get into that cave in the first place. Then the Weevil in there has to dig a hole for you in the special place, and that's random and lucky. So...
No, I've never seen that happen before. I didn't even know about it.
There's one room in there that's really hard to get to. So I think the big center room has pterosaurs and a couple of chests. So luckily Kyuketsuki here, I think he's gonna benefit from this, but still hasn't picked up that gate key. And yeah, where was Hero Metal? That was in Hekran, right? That was in that
Oh,
chest.
Dipwood just found Clone.
Oh, no way. Wow. So now all Dipwood needs is pendant, and he's on his way to the Black Omen. Now this could be really interesting. Where's that pendant, Neo? Where do you think it might be?
Whoa.
Could it be? Yeah. Wouldn't that be marvelous? All we need to find, in which case, is kind of a dreamstone to unlock that for us. So we'll see what they find next. Now, I think there's still one more check in Northern Ruins. There's only a couple in here.
Yeah, outside of the sealed chest that they can't get yet.
Yeah, there are the sealed chests and stuff in Northern Ruins don't give key items. They don't count. but a couple of them do. It has to do with time period. But I think you can also get key items from both time period as well. So maybe Northern Ruins are worth like 4 checks in total if you count 600 and 1,000. I believe that's how it works.
But you have to grab the 1,000 ones first and then go back and grab them in the 600.
I don't think that matters in Jets.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a mechanic in the vanilla game, I remember, right? Like, you'd blow your chances of, oh my god, look at that. Did you see that?
No, what?
Kyuketsuki got the pendant in Northern Ruins. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, dipwood. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But, oh, this is so whack, dude. Kyuketsuki is going to go to the future not knowing that the clone is so freaking easy to find and it's in Reptite Slayer. Oh no. He's going to spend all his time in the future. He also doesn't have that gate key or hero medal yet. He has that pendant. Oh, this is going to be really fun to watch. God, what is going to happen here, folks? I don't know.
Someone else slamming their keyboard.
I'm going to blame Corinth. It's probably Corinth. I was hoping he would unmute for a second there. So this is going to be really interesting, actually.
Is Dipwood thinking of clearing the ruins? Aku's going in.
Yeah, Aku's been hacking away here, and don't think he picked up that pendant yet, but he will, because he's clearly committing to this.
Dipwood's going to find it here.
Yeah. Yeah, Dipwood's going to have go mode so soon here. Oh my goodness.
I think we got to be less than 100 checks in.
Yeah, I wonder how those counters are looking. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to check that. We might get a report in from Jets of Time at Twitch. 60 checks. Wow, amazing. So in total, there's 183 checks. To find a go mode in roughly 60 checks is fantastic, even if it's happening at 50 minutes or 55, whenever he gets it.
Right.
It's still like, you can see how long it could take. Boy, this is going to be really interesting for Kyuketsuki. I wonder what he's going to find in the future and if he's going to be able to glue this run back together. I mean, we've got some weird drops here, like Hero Medal at Hakran, which led to the Gate Key, which led to the clone at Reptite. Dipwood nailed all of those things.
Aku finds pendant, and I'm willing to bet he's going to try the future too.
I would too. But you're missing that clone. Oh, this is painful to watch a little bit. The clone is just hiding out at Reptite. Easy to grab. Go mode is just right there. Yeah, there's so many checks in the future. And to make it extra painful, they're all only going to get tabs. I don't even get to say, wow, prism specs. No. The best it gets is a speed tab. Hey, Cthulhu, welcome. Oh boy, Dipwood is on his way to success. And it will be glorious. He's a great team, too.
With all the areas that he skipped out on going halfway through.
I'm a little surprised at Northern Ruins checking being done by everybody, so that obviously I'm a little out of the loop myself, because boy, I wouldn't be going here this early. I'd be doing other checks. Wow. So I'm clearly a little out of touch with the strategy. Because we've seen everyone go there, and it is paying off in this case, big time. Be fun to find Frog in the future, I suppose. Oh, Frog is at Frog's Burrow, actually. I remember seeing him there now.
Yep.
Yeah. So Megas will die in the future because no one will get him. Procky prediction. Kyuketsuki is heading into his Dragon Tank fight. Oh yeah, get that haste helm on.
I'm surprised all the checks weren't done in the jail.
Well, again, it's an area that you can't repeat.
That's right.
Yeah. So if you can't go back to a place, then you won't be able to find key items there. And it just makes sense because, and again, we've been seeing players like sort of dip out of areas early and not check everything, so there could still be key items in some of those areas. If you did that to the desert or the prison area, as soon as you're done that quest, it disappears forever. Therefore, you could totally break a seed. Why'd you say that? Now I have the Killer Instinct theme in my head.
Clone was in Reptite Lair, I believe.
Yes, Reptite Lair. And in a chest, right? Didn't even have to fight Nisbel. Just popped in and popped out. And
Dipwood doesn't have it because he's not far enough in the runes yet.
Yes, exactly. He's about to have it very soon. And then he's going to be very joyful.
Yes, very good drops off Dragon Tank.
All right, so Kyuketsuki now has opened up the future, and we're going to be able to see a whole lot of checks now.
That's possible. He finds a second go mode in just the feature alone.
Absolutely, 100%.
So he could catch up to Dipwood real quick and in a hurry.
He could. All he needs, well, he'll have to go to Heckran to get that gate key. But if he finds Dreamstone and gate key and Ruby Knife, also he may just be able to find both parts of the Mass Immune. Go for a frog finish in Magus Castle.
Right. Looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Either that or I'm not sure.
Maybe
not frozen. There we go.
Yeah, maybe he just ran off to bio. Yeah, that can happen. It happens. All right, so these chests do count. And it looks like we have that early pendant charge, so we're going to be able to go behind all those sealed chests, sealed doors, to get at those chests, and as well as open any sealed chest in the game, which, boy, I believe they tally up to about 13. maybe 14 if you include the pyramid. That's a lot of checks. And gonna hope to see some go mode action in these checks.
Here we go for dipwood.
Yep, he's about to be really happy. I think he has to go in one more. No, okay.
Thought it was on the right side all the way through. So yeah, he's got to do one more.
One more. I think you can actually get him to do this twice in one go if you talk to him twice or something. I can't remember exactly how it works, but you can save yourself one trip. Not a whole lot of time saved, but
I believe that's going through the first time before going to talk to him the first time. So if you go in before talking to him, clear out as many enemies as you can, and then go back and do that.
Right, you can get the left and right side done at once.
And there he finds pendant.
Oh boy. Oh, and he's he's not satisfied. He needs more check. This chest in Lab 32 is not a key item, and I believe that's true. It always contains the race log. Not worth it. You can get the first chest in Lab 32, and then there's a few of them in Lab 16. But that chest, yeah, it will always contain the race log. Dipwood has achieved go mode in 60 checks. It's just under 1/3 of what you can totally check. That's pretty amazing. And they were kind of wacky too. Like, you know, we got a hero medal from Hekran into the gate key, and then at Reptite we're finding clone. It's a lot of running around. That Dipwood was the only one who ran around to get that done, so he is now being rewarded. For sure, Akuheish would be our next candidate for go mode, although either of them could find the frog sword and go through Magus Castle, I suppose. But boy, Dipwood is already like so close to Black Omen now.
Aku made nice skips. And he found a bent hilt.
It's like Kyuketsuki is picking up Magus, but he may not know that Frog is at the burrow. I'm not sure if he checked there.
He also, without having a hero medal, he probably didn't.
True, and he unfortunately, because of that, doesn't have the gate key, so he might be looking at a factory to get his magic.
It's very possible to end up with 3 go modes. So, yeah.
Yeah, factory is a great place to do checking. I mean, I wouldn't say so much in a Tabsanity, but I've found go mode in factory more than once. And if you learn your way around the right side, especially, get that done as quickly as you can, and it's not very painful. And in a regular seed where you're not using Tabsanity, it actually can drop some very nice items.
Wonder if we'll see a Genodome check.
Well, I don't see Zelfer on the race here. Zelfer did not play, but maybe.
Well, we've seen a Ruins check, and Tenku's not in here.
Yeah, did Dipwood save Fritz? Well, there you go. He may have done that for the 10 mid-ethers. He may have done that because he feels that Fritz was doing the right thing politically.
He did it just to annoy me.
Or that.
Aku got frog, so he had to have had both the bent hilt and forged the Masamune?
I guess so. I didn't see that.
I mean, there's no other way you could have gotten frog out of there.
No other way. No other way. But again, this can be a difficult category to track for, just because like there's so much going on the screen, and even sometimes myself when I'm playing, I will cancel the text of a chest pickup so quickly that I don't even see what I got, and so yeah, looks like we're going for Magus Castle, and he's actually going to be. He's going to be opening this magic cave just as Dipwood is finishing Dragon Tank. He's not actually even at Black Omen yet.
Yeah, I'm checking his auto tracker. He's got the full Masamune and go mode.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate for Kyuketsuki at this point because he just doesn't look even close to a go mode right now, and oh boy, unless he gets really lucky here, he could find a Dreamstone and a Ruby Knife. Say, I don't know where that other piece of the Masamune came from, but
I'm guessing in the sewers.
Oh, it must have been. You're right.
I didn't even see him forge the Masamune.
Even with 3 screens to watch, can get a little bit overwhelming. Difficult to pick up every single detail, obviously, but
see, now I'm tempted to go peek at Kyuketsuki's auto tracker.
Dipwood's doing a couple of checks here. Just vendor checks and chests. Oh, it looks like he's going to pick up Magus. Yeah, I think he knows that Frog is... he definitely knows Frog's at the burrow. So he might use Magus. I've seen Dipwood actually really use Magus well. It actually might be one of his favorite characters. So it would make sense to pick him up. I mean, Kyuketsuki picked him up and is using him as well. He's not for me necessarily, but some players love the Magus. Can't blame him. He's a very strong character. Akuheish, headed back into Northern Ruins here to power up Frog. He's gonna complete this Cyrus's Grave quest here, and he's gonna be able to add plus 10 power and plus 2 speed to Frog.
Why awesome. Not?
Yeah.
Hero Metal Grand Leon powered up Frog.
Yeah, and of course in Jets of Time, the Hero Metal has been tweaked a little bit in that it not only ups your critical rate, it will give you barrier shield and the effect of a prism specs. So
Frog just effectively went SSJ.
yeah. And so if he hasn't given Frog any speed tabs yet, he's now at 13 speed. He only needs 3 more to get max. And yeah, Frog's well on his way to becoming God Frog. The Frog God. And yeah, looks like Dipwood's doing his jerky check, maybe doing a couple of sealed chest checks, and not necessarily rushing into Black Omen. Oh my goodness, he just found a rainbow. I don't know if that's going to change his team makeup, but it could. Because Chrono with rainbow and unlimited power tabs could be very good for him. Yeah. Oh, that's quite an upgrade. Wood sword to rainbow. And if he gives him sunshades, this is going to change the team makeup quite a bit here, but Chrono does have magic taught to him. It's unlocked. Nope, not using Chrono yet, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. So we've got Kyuketsuki is going to head into his R series fight here.
Oh, Corinth, that's hilarious. He's so cool!
So by killing our series here, Kyuketsuki is going to be able to unlock the end of time portal in Protodome. You just go back there, head into the portal in the back of Protodome, and you're going to be able to visit Specchio, learn magic, and all that good stuff. So he may be on his way to do that now. Looks like it. Dipwood going through a bunch of sealed chest checks. Now, I honestly don't know why he would do that. To be completely honest, in a Tabsanity,
it seems like giggles.
He's got to head right into Black Omen. He's got to finish this off. He's not gonna get any gear, and if he finds a key item, he's not gonna need it. So I don't know, unless he really feels like he needs to sort of bolster a couple of his characters with more power tabs or magic tabs. Maybe he is a little underleveled.
I mean, the only way to really get gear is charming enemies and bosses. True.
Yeah, you have to charm them or kill them. But looks like he's indeed going to unlock Death Peak here.
My favorite go mode.
Yeah, it wasn't always my favorite one, but now that it is, I'm glad that it is now. It's actually pretty quick. I used to feel like it was a lot longer than doing the route through Ocean Palace and towards Lavos, but boy, facing Lavos just sucks.
I think you get better XP going through Death Mountain than you do any other go mode before Black Omen.
Yeah, you don't. Well, there is one grind you can do there. It's not as good as the grind in Ocean Palace, but sometimes you want to find a spot to grind. It's just a little more difficult, I'd say.
Kyuketsuki going for those extra tabs.
Yeah, I wonder if he did that by accident or on purpose, but...
Button mashing has gotten to more than one of us.
Maybe it's easy anyways, because, yeah, it looks like Magus is just steamrolled Specchio with his dark matter anyways. And I mean, if it's a Tabsanity seed, then get all the tabs you can. Even the extra ones. because you have Tabsanity. Your
Dipwood,
Tab
Dipwood skipping the tab to the right there. At least I didn't see him get it.
It looks like he's going to be doing quite a few skips here. He's not worried about
Nice skip there.
Yeah, any kind of extra experience. Well, 3 beautiful skips.
Have they perfected that last skip right there? Am I that far behind?
That's been done for a while, but I think I saw Moon Blizzard do it. Oh, geez, another beautiful skip. Dipwood has really polished this Death Peak down to a point that is just beautiful to watch.
A nice shiny polish, wow.
He may be Polish, I don't know.
Just blazing through.
Yep, it doesn't get much faster than this.
He's not at all.
He's not slowing down to do any grindings. Even I will take this fight right here. Ooh, looks like he is too. Now you want to get all 6 crackers in there. It's unfortunate. He just got 5. But it's not the end of the world or anything. Yeah, 1 dark matter ought to take care of that.
Right.
Especially with all the tabs. So this is one spot where you could theoretically grind a little bit if you needed to. Doesn't look like he needs to. He just got Blaze Kick.
Kyuketsuki going into a Genodome.
Dipwood just got Blaze Kick on the last fight before he has to fight the spawn. That is like almost mathematically tuned to such a precision. Yet it's luck. Beautiful thing to watch, folks. Beautiful thing to watch. Yeah, and we are seeing a Genodome over there, on Kyuketsuki's screen, so see what he picks up in there. Aku is definitely in this race right now with his Magus Castle Go mode. It's going to take a little while for him to complete this. But Dipwood hasn't even started Black Omen yet, so...
Yeah, well, if he treats Black Omen anything like he treated Death Peak, oh.
We'll see. He might be still just a little bit soft. Might be just a little bit. Look at his HP. It's not super high or anything.
Look at the armors.
He has very strong magic and very strong physical attack. That Blaze Kick just 4,400 damage. It's almost dead now after 1 hit. But
knock some sense into that lava spawn.
We'll see. Maybe he is going for a glass cannon kind of thing here. You know, we'll see. We'll see if he grinds anywhere. I actually, at this point, I'd be surprised. He doesn't look like he needs to. But he is soft. Meanwhile, Kyuketsuki is definitely going to be a higher level if he isn't already.
Is this a Zeal Seed? Or can you do one or the other?
Oh, it should be. I believe. I'm sure it is.
I don't know. With as low hit points as he's got, Zeal could almost one-shot.
Yeah, if he doesn't grind, it's going to be... Yeah, that'd be a really hard fight to...
That would be. I mean, just
maintain.
Even just Mammoth Machine.
Yeah. Like he's got the hit power, but Zeal's going to be doing a lot more damage than that Lavo spawn did.
With the tweaked Mammoth Machine, though, even the amount of damage he can put out, it'll be 2, 3, 4 rounds.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to grind somewhere, I guess. We'll see what happens. We got Kyuketsuki is making his way through Geno now. We'll see if he tries the conveyor skip. We don't see everyone do it all the time, but I think last week we saw a couple, and one of them was like a first try.
Nice fire whirl on Kyuketsuki's.
Fire whirl is a little underrated, although it's becoming a little rated or whatever. People are learning about it. They're using it more, which I love to see because it's like Tailspin and Fire 2 put together. I think Fire 2
and hitting multiples.
Yeah, it's a full screen AoE. It does so much damage. It's just lovely.
Isn't it because of the tailspin that it bypasses defense?
Now yeah.
I think the tailspin part of it will still bypass the defense and still do damage, but the elemental part of it won't do anything to like
someone
Tyranno.
Yeah, but it will still it'll still multiply the damage that Tailspin does. So like instead of just doing Tailspin by itself, you could do Fire Whirl against Black Tyranno, say, and it will actually do more damage than just Tailspin alone, which is nice.
Still hoping to see something in Genodome.
Yeah, there's a lot of chests in Genodome, and they're often juicy for one reason or another.
Unless it's Tabsanity.
Yeah. I mean, even then I'd be really hopeful to see a key item, but I'm getting scared now.
Right?
Akuheish is just nailing these skips on the staircase ladder section. No, I opened my mouth a little too soon. But either way, he's well on his way towards Magus, as dipwood is well on his way through the Black Omen. So I think they're going to have a really close time. Unfortunately, Kyuketsuki is just going to be behind, no matter what go mode he finds. Still looks like no drops in Genodome, and we only have a couple of checks left here. One more chest now, and then Mother Brain herself. And this actually could be a full blank. Which would just sting so much. Oh, we got a Prism Shard at least. I mean, we know that Moonstone is at Snail Stop. But boy, oh boy. That still is a sting. Oh, he's not going to hit Mother Brain. Now, that surprises me. Because oh. Okay. Maybe we didn't get every chest yet? The chances are that once you find one key item in one of these areas, that you're not going to find another one. Chances are. But boy, when you're there and you're ready to go, you might as well take the extra 1 minute. That's my opinion only, and I'm not liable for any race losses if you take my advice. Dipwood's on his first Black Omen elevator. There's 2 of these, and they each have 3 chances of getting into an encounter. Looks like we're 1 for 3 so far. And this can really slow your run down. This can actually make or break a run. Seen it before. 0 out of 6 versus 6 out of 6 can be all the difference. Oh, it looks like he only got 1, so yeah, so far 1 for 6. He's going to be doing a lot of skips in here, it looks like. He's not going to take any extra fights that he doesn't have to. Must feel pretty secure in his levels and his abilities. I'm not sure if he has good absorb gear to fight Zeal. Didn't see, I mean, at least I know
Wasn't there a white vest somewhere?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think most people should have that white vest at least, but I didn't see anything else, I don't think.
Depends if he can sell a power tab or 2, I guess. Oh. Right. I'm thinking about shop price randomizer as well. It's what I usually run when I'm doing Tabsanity.
Doesn't have the best shop here, eh? I mean, he's got some hyper ethers. I don't know what his ether situation is, but he's got like dash ring 40,000 though. He's actually taking time here to decide. And yeah, I would too, because that's difficult. Look, he's only level 24, and if he has absorb gear, I don't see it. I mean, he's setting himself up for a challenging Zeal fight. I'm gonna, let alone the mutants and Mammon Machine, like you said, is a real gatekeeper here. And, well, we'll just see. We'll see how many fights he takes. And
I mean, he'll down the Tubsters in 1 blaze kick. That's not a problem. But the mutants?
The mutants could be tricky. He doesn't have... He has Lapises, but he doesn't have like an AoE heal spell. That blaze kick is just doing so much damage now. And
that'll definitely chunk him.
But you can't use that against the mutants because they only respond to magic damage, obviously. We got Akuheish now, is literally facing Magus right now. And Dipwood is still... Oh boy, he's still on his way to his first mutant. So, boy, this race could really tighten up here. Depending on how this Magus fight goes, and depending on how Dipwood's mutant fights go. Oh boy.
I wouldn't say it's trolly, but it's definitely interesting.
Dipwood using a really good strategy there. You want to hopefully have both of those eyeballs are closed, and you can actually refresh them by just going in and out of the room. Otherwise, you have to wait for them to open and close their eyeballs.
Wait, if they close their eyeballs, you can walk right past them?
Yeah, that's right. If they can't see you, then you just get to walk right past.
I had no idea that made any difference.
This second one, too, you can wait for them to close their eyes, but it can take a long time to wait for them to close their eyes and let you through. So sometimes it's maybe faster to actually engage the encounter right away and then just run. And of course, you can run away from a lot of things in Black Omen in Jets of Time compared to the vanilla game.
Did Kyuketsuki just one hit Mother Brain worth of Fire Whirl?
Yes. Ruby armor is the drop. That's not what we're looking for.
And now he's going to thank Son of Sun.
It's a great armor, but boy, we could really use some key items here. He's an hour and a half in, and frankly, he's close to go mode. He needs a clone, but he doesn't know. He doesn't have the hero medal. He doesn't have the gate key, so he certainly can't get the clone. It's going to be difficult for him to get to a go mode here if he doesn't, finish his checks.
That's is he thinking Yakra 13? Yes, he is.
Like he's putting Marl in his party. That's not... See, it's not the worst, thing to do because, again, there are a lot of chests down in the basement of the castle.
Right, and he's only thinking logic here. So
there's got to be something.
In his situation, I'd be probably doing the same thing.
I would think so. You have Marl, you got the Prism Shard. He probably knows the Moonstone is available, but he doesn't have Gate Key, so that's not useful to him yet, but...
I'm surprised he hasn't gone down to get the Moonstone from Snail Shop.
Well, again, if you don't have the Gate Key...
I mean, you don't have the money?
Well, I mean, if you can't charge it up, then it's like, you might as well wait, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Frog is just overpowered over there on Aku's screen.
Yeah, it looks like I might have missed the Magus fight, and it only maybe took a minute to do. I feel bad about that, because...
Well, we got the first mutant fight on Dipwood's screen. This should be interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at other things, and then suddenly Magus was dead.
Well, they should be eligible for key items because you can go back down there after the whole thing's done.
Back down to where?
The basement.
That's right. It's true. Once you unlock that quest, the castle changes, right? Gets a different layout. You can go in the basement.
Yep.
And yeah, Dipwood's doing well against the mutant, I would say.
Better than I thought it would go.
He's got a lot of damage output here.
Ooh, Luca went down.
Luca's down.
There goes Blaze Kick.
Gonna go for a revive. I would think a Lapis is next. Actually, didn't look like
Dreamstone.
Oh, he got a dream. Q has a Dreamstone now? Okay, well that's... I mean, interesting-ish. He's still really behind. He needs a Ruby Knife and the Gate Key still, if that's going to be useful to him.
I don't believe Magus Castle had any key items in it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I suppose it could, because technically you can revisit it anytime you want. But also it is a go mode. So I guess that's the argument is once you get in there, you can beat the game. So why would you want to keep picking up key items anyway? Yeah, Hekran to hero medal. Well, not even Hekran. They didn't actually fight Hekran. They just picked one of his chests, and that had hero medal in it.
Right.
And then hero medal led to Gate Key. And then Gate Key led to clone. And then Dipwood got go mode.
And nobody's going to woe.
Oh.
One of these races, I will see it.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. Especially if we do another Lost Worlds race coming up soon, we'll see. We definitely will see some Mount Woe. Dipwood's hitting a couple of fights in the elevator here. It looks like 2. So now he's 3 for 6 out of both elevators. That's not bad. So he's kind of breaking even. And then every fight in this room now that Dipwood's on, you cannot run from. This is the unrunnable room. So there is a skip coming up with the 2 bats that are flying up and down. If you manage to skip those bats, that's like the only way you can optimize this room. Looks like he just took the fight too. He's probably wanting levels. And akuheish is, well on his way towards that Lavos clone, the Lavos shell. That's going to be the first in a series of boss fights for him. And that's as long as he gets through that elevator, and it probably won't be a problem. He's got Ayla on his team, and I imagine probably has Dino Tail. Now on akuheish's screen, this is the main grind, maybe in the whole game. You just get so many XP and tech points here from this fight. You're going to see almost every racer always go here if they can. The only question is, how many fights is he actually going to do? And how long is it going to take? What is he looking for? And then as soon as he's done grinding here, he's essentially going straight to the final boss. This is the only speed bump. So we got Dipwood starting up his Terra Mutant fight. Terra Mutant has got a little bit tougher in recent versions of Jets.
And he's a little trickier than Giga Mutant.
Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve, and he can deal you a lot of damage.
Doesn't he have that one attack that brings you down to 1 hit point?
I'm not sure about that, but what I do know is he can just definitely kick your butt. He can just do a lot of damage. Can even do status effects.
That's very true. Getting a Terra Mutant here is a lot nicer than getting him on Xenon Bridge.
Yeah, you should be more prepared in this situation. And it looks like Dipwood's just fine.
I definitely like that techno.
Yeah, it's rare to see counselors saved. Or
the Savior run, you got to free both Chancellors and Fritz.
I like that. Dipwood is rushing, not picking up those chests even. Doesn't want a single tab left. Or more. Or whatever. He may have hit his power max now.
Oh, we might see an Aussie fort here.
Yeah, Kyuketsuki is a little lost, I would say. I don't even know if he started doing Heckran at any point during this run. Did he? Because that would be a huge omission. Maybe you get caught up in things, you run around so much, and that's where the hero medal is. It's in Heckran Cave.
Yeah, he didn't do Heckran.
So akuheish has definitely done his grinding. Dipwood is headed right into the Zeal 2 fight here. You got to fight the this Elder Levo spawn. He's got way more hit points than the last one.
Oof, that hit like a truck.
Yeah. But as soon as he's done this, he'll be able to, move on to Zeal. And yeah, there's just no problem with all those power tabs and magic tabs and the blaze kick. Oh my goodness.
Zeal is still, even Mammon Machine is going to be a good fight to see.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see Mammon Machine. It looks like he's been picking up levels. Like, he didn't grind or anything, but he's kind of been smart about just which fights he picks. And maybe he's still a little... I feel he's a little under level. We'll see what level he is. Oh,
hey, he's there. He's there. He can do it.
Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. Incredible. Luca's still got a hide cap on.
I mean, it'll be tight, but even with the 31 and 32s...
That's a tough call there. He put a flea vest on Luca instead of a gold stud, and that's purely to try and keep her alive during the Zeal 2 fight, because, yeah, like we've been saying, Zeal's going to be able to hit him for a lot of damage. And
I don't think it'll one-hit him.
We'll see.
I mean, he's over 400 hit points on each character, so I don't think it'll one-hit.
Also, he does not have shelters, it looks like.
Oof.
That's okay. Just a little bit of extra time. And here we go, right into Zeal. Akuheish is hitting the elevator now on Ocean Palace. That means he's very close to the Golem twins. Kyuketsuki is really running out of checks here. He's just not finding what he needs. And, even if he wants that Ruby Knife go mode, he's still got to go back to Hekran and just do Hekran. It's going to be an interesting fight, I'd say, with Zeal here. Oh, looks like he's maxing out Magus's power now. And the reason I say it's going to be interesting is just because his gear is only so-so. So this could really come down to execution. And I think with Mammon Machine, Blaze Kick should actually just take care of it really quick. 5,000. So much damage. And akuheish is correctly using Dino Tail for the elevator. He's just blazing through elevator. He's doing it really quickly. I'd say dipwood at this point, he's a little bit ahead. And he could still pull ahead, though. Akuheish, just depending on what happens here. He's going for that skip on these scouts here. And it's not the easiest skip to do. It's a 2 or 3 part skip. You want to run the edge of that carpet, sneak around the corner, hit the switch, and then sneak back out. And it's not easy to do it all, and he got 2 out of 2, and that's wicked.
It is not often that you see a Tabsanity Chronosanity seed take no longer than an average Brando seed.
Well, I was saying earlier that You know, I think it's more common that these Chronosanity seeds take longer just because of how many checks you have to do, but in theory, it would be a world record seed if you found what you needed right away. We had a pretty average go mode here. I think what Dipwoods is around 45-minute go mode. But you could get a go mode even earlier.
I mean, yeah, you could, but you really couldn't go through with it.
It depends, and yeah. I still think that using Chronosanity as a flag would provide you with the best chance at a world record, just like period. If you wanted to get the fastest time in any Jets of Time seed, I think you would use Chronosanity, but it would also be a huge grind.
5,000.
Yeah, he's only going to have to do 4 hits to Zeal, and he's going to wrap this seed up. That's incredible. But look at this. We're not wearing any kind of protection, and now we're dying really quickly.
Yep. Now we're feeling it.
Oh my goodness. If he gets hit, he better...
There's nothing he can do.
He's dead. He has to restart this fight. Oh my goodness. Akuheish now has a strong chance, I'd say, at pulling ahead here. He does have a little more to kind of go through.
Yeah, there was no save before.
But if
Mammon or...
I mean, Dipwood's got to really adjust things here to make up for what his failure was, which basically is just like his gear sucks. You know, I mean, akuheish is probably going to run into the same kinds of problems. But yeah, unless Dipwood makes some adjustments here.
Did he not get the white vest?
I guess not.
I think that came from... No, it wasn't Tabin. It was a turn-in, wasn't it?
It might have come from the chef, I'm thinking.
No, that was a second pearl edge.
Oh, you're right. That was a pearl edge. Well, where did it come from?
It was a drop off one of the bosses, and I'm thinking it was Hekran himself.
No, I don't think we saw anyone do Hekran.
That's right. Denadoro.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually switching up his team a bit here. And I think it's obvious why. He put Robo in, because he's going to try and utilize that heal beam and try to keep his team alive through this onslaught. Ooh, now we have akuheish and Dipwood both kind of facing their gatekeeper boss.
I wish I could yell at Kyuketsuki and tell him to go to Reptile Lair.
Well, he's about to get his hero medal.
Right. He got nothing from Ozzy, except for tabs.
The only thing worse than a regular tab is an Aussie tab. Yeah, so Kyuketsuki is going to get his gate key here, you know, essentially. He's going to find hero medal first, and then he's going to have to get the gate key by unlocking that hero medal chest. And as long as he gets into Reptile Lair soon, he will get a go mode.
Now, in all honesty, he's at 103 checks at an hour and 48 minutes. That's not bad time.
To be completely honest, no, it isn't. Chronosanity can be infuriating for that reason, but also that's why I've been saying the whole time, finish your checks. That might be because I'm a Canadian, and you know, I was raised on ice, and they always say finish your check. But that's what I do when I play Chronosanity.
see, Dipwood's back at Zeal 2. Aku took a reset.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did. I'd be tempted to maybe, if I was gonna die to Lavo Shell, I might go for the other path, which is if you go sit through the cutscene and die, you can actually save again.
Now here's why you put Robo in the party. Because of the halation.
That's right. He's able to get Zeal 2 down to half health really fast, but that halation was a problem before. He's made this adjustment now, and
that might be the kicker.
This might be it. All he needs is one more blaze kick. Ooh,
oh.
That's okay. Robo's gonna turn first here. Oh, he went for another heal beam though. Did not heal Luca's MP. Now that would have been a slightly faster kill here, but I don't think he's gonna have a problem. It looks like he's just going for...
Oh man, does that hit hard.
That is a lot of damage from triple kick. We're seeing almost 3,000 damage. Oh, Kyuketsuki did pick up his hero medal. He's going to actually finish off the fight here. Dipwood's our winner.
Gets a Nova armor. And GG Dipwood.
That was a fantastic run by Dipwood. He just did the right things. He didn't leave much behind, although he did at times. I was complaining that he left some checks behind, but he just did it smart. He did it in a smart way. I don't know.
How's that shoe taste, Procky?
It's got some dog poo on it.
And we are seeing a Heckran clear.
We'll get to see what dropped from Heckran.
And Tabin.
That's a one hit, obviously, at this point in the game.
Well, until he reaches Black Omen, everything's going to be a one hit. Well, yeah. Next to Tyranno.
That's true. He may actually go for Tyranno, but he still needs that ruby knife. And, I mean, what are the chances that Tabin actually has it? I don't know. Probably not good. No.
Terra Arm.
That's a good item for Robo, but...
I'm still interested to see what was in Jerky.
Oh, Dipwood did do the Jerky quest. I didn't see what he picked up. Oh, no, it was Rainbow. It was Rainbow.
It?
Yeah.
Kyuketsuki's going to do the hero medal check. He'll like this.
He's going to find his gate key and he's going to feel happy.
Or not happy.
Well, he probably does watch the race time and knows that Dipwood has already finished. Usually when I race, I actually ignore the race time channel. I don't want to know when people finish.
Right.
But that's just me. Most players pay attention.
Until it's like half an hour after everybody else is done and people are like in my chat going, hey, it's over. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Dude, it's over, man. Let it go. Yeah, Aku having a bit of a struggle here. And I don't blame him. Look at his gear is not good.
Seeing a Lavos ending is going to be really cool, though.
Yeah, they kind of cheap out on the Zeal 2 ending. So Kyuketsuki is headed into 65 million. And
hopefully he goes into Reptile Lair.
I really hope he goes straight to Reptile Lair. He's already learned magic, so there's no reason to go back here. Unless it's to collect the epoch. I guess that's valid.
Yeah, it's a little faster. Because there's fights in there you can't avoid.
Yeah, that's true. Although I'd like to see it tested when you have to get that chest. Because that takes a little extra, and you do have to do it in Chronosanity. I've actually had a seed where the one chest on Mystic Mountains had my key item in it that I needed for Go mode. That was a fun seed.
Trolly.
Yeah.
No, he's checking out that character.
Yeah, I can't help but question this line of thinking, just because we're getting late game here. I mean,
he knows Frog is back in the hovel, so he knows Chrono's up here, so he's going specifically for Chrono.
Or he's just thinking about the checks. There's, I think, 3 chests up here, and maybe he's thinking he could find something in those chests. Maybe that's as simple as that. Because I'm looking at it. He doesn't have the jerky, so it means he never found the rainbow either. So I would be really surprised if he put Chrono in his party this late.
Right, so he's probably not going to full clear this.
It might be quicker once you get to the top to actually just go through the whole thing instead of turning back. But
that last chest is more than halfway through, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like really close to the end. Looks like Akuheish gets his shell defeat in, and he's going to head into the final Lavos battle. He also doesn't have any shelters, just like Dipwood was missing shelters. Okay, Kyuketsuki's going for a skip here.
Oh.
I'm unfamiliar with that setup, but it looks like it could
He was
work.
too far to the left.
Yeah. If there's more than one setup for that, that's pretty cool. I'd like to learn the other ones. So, unsurprisingly, we have Chrono.
See, with that skip, I don't even set up using the bottom part there. I just do it.
The top part. And then, I'll run all the way up and then run down and then go left 2 pixels to make it make that explanation simple. So that's all I do. So, yeah, I would think that Kyuketsuki here, he's going to hit Forest Maze.
And then go into Reptile Lair. He stopped there for a second to think it through.
Oh, right, there's that jerky. Yeah, that's where it was. So it'd be funny if he found Ruby Knife in here, because it would really alter his trajectory.
Those boomerangs hit so hard.
Yeah. Okay, thank goodness. No Ruby Knife.
And a 4400 blaze kick. I still think Kyuketsuki has the strongest blaze kick, though. The last one I seen him do was 4600. Yeah, I think you gotta switch who the audio is coming from.
So it doesn't look like Kyuketsuki's having much luck finding any key items that he wants.
Yeah, we got to see a frog flare.
But he's going to head into Reptite Lair, presumably right after this. Get that clone and head up Death Peak and just finish her off. All right, Akuheish is going to be heading into the final Lavos form here. And, well, it could be a little scary, but they have they have tabs, but they don't have gear.
He had a few hiccups in that fight, just a few. He got through them, but that still worries me for this core fight.
I agree. It doesn't instill the greatest of confidence.
Right.
But it also has a lot to do with luck. If Lavos gets slappy or it gets unhappy.
Oof, and he's out of ethers too? No.
Oh,
yeah, he's got one of each.
This
oh,
is
no.
not
Oh,
good.
no.
This is not good at all. Yeah, that absolute lack of ethers is basically...
Dipwood, you were driving Procky nuts with that.
Yeah. I kept saying I was born and raised in Canada and they taught me to finish my checks. But in a race, you know, it's probably the right thing to do. Once you hit that key item, like Denadora, we saw you turn around. It was a little early. It was on Grand Leon. And I was like, wow, I would probably finish my checks. Like there's a lot of chests left over. And I don't want to have to go back and retrace my steps. But
you know, it's only when Procky plays a C that there's going to be 2 key items in Denadoro, so...
maybe. Yeah, or none. It's either 0 or 2 with me. But no, Dipwood just crushed.
Dang.
Yeah, a gold stud, silver stud, if you have those items and you're lacking ethers, that would be huge.
He's just paper nuking him.
I also would have liked to seen maybe like when he did that Lavo Shell, he could have gone back and done some shopping. But,
it's only 1 or 2 more hits on that right bit.
That's true.
But
ooh, he's gonna eat a grand stone here. Ayla's definitely.
That stings.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Wow, he's going for a frog squash now.
That's not gonna...
At least it got rid of the center.
Right, at least.
I guess. Wait, center's back.
Okay. Well, damn. Okay. And Lavo slaps you without slapping you. All right.
But if he holds on here, I mean, that could be huge because he's already dealt an incredible amount of damage. And yeah, as long as he holds out, he can finish this fight. But it is going to be close.
Is that go mode for Kyuketsu now?
Believe that yes, that should be a go mode. Oh, fighting over the button now with people.
Me.
All of us, maybe.
And, with these settings, a 45-minute go mode and a 2-hour go mode are just as likely.
Oh, absolutely. And, but even then, it's like if you get a 2-hour go mode, you're going to be really leveled up anyway, and you're going to hopefully have a very
And he's in the
quick.
30s. He's 30 and 31 and 29.
Like he doesn't,
So he was just as leveled as Dipwood was.
He should breeze through Black Omen and actually get it done really quick.
Yeah, he should have 6 or 7 extra levels?
And honestly, any seed that takes less than 3 hours is something to be proud of when we're talking about Jets of Time. And if you get an over 3 hour seed, shame on you. I'm just kidding.
Right. Hey, I remember when my 2.5 hour average was great.
Oh yeah. Well,
I miss those days.
In Chronosanity, I mean, that might be true. 2.5 hours. They really don't go fast most of the time. So, yeah, it looks like Akuheish is just holding on here by the skin of his teeth. He has no more ethers left, and he is just doing as much damage as he possibly can.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
205, 40, whatever it is here.
Nice clutch.
Yeah, the official time, 205.47. Not bad at all. I would have loved to see a sub 2 there. He could have got a sub 2, but
if he would have had another ether to do another drop kick, it would have been so much less stressful.
And I think the Tabsanity, it was tough on everyone because their gear was just not up to snuff.
And what, Ayla's last tech is Charm? Come on.
Yeah, that's really not fair.
That is totally unfair.
That's the only way you can get good gear in one of these seeds. And it was basically taken away from them.
I didn't even see Marl have a charm.
I think we'll still see Kyuketsuki, and I know he has a white vest. At least he has one piece of magic absorb. He should fly through the rest of this.
Welcome, Aku. What'd you think of the seed?
I thought it was interesting.
You had a hell of a fight there at the end. That was almost clutch.
Yeah, it was.
I
Not
mean,
having enough ethers at the end too.
Even just one more ether would have made it so much easier.
Yeah, when I saw you die to the shell, I think twice maybe that happened. I was just thinking boy, maybe he would think about, heading into town at this point and doing a bit of shopping. But then again, you have to sit through all those cutscenes. So, but man, you pulled it off in the end. That was incredible.
Yeah, I didn't want to sit through those cutscenes, and I wanted that save point in case if I died to levels 2 or 3.
Because gear was so bad too, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't go into a Tabsanity thinking I'm going to get great gear, so.
How'd you like that max healing from Frog?
That was awesome. Yeah, we actually saw So Dipwood got a different route. He got Black Omen. He got Clone in Reptite Lair. And then he found Pendant after... Okay, everyone checked Northern Ruins, which I thought was weird, but maybe everyone's doing that these days. But anyway...
as far as I saw, Northern Ruins had the actual progression to everything else.
Yeah, maybe there's something I just don't understand about. Is that like a logic thing, or
kind of logic to have something locking everything else?
Right.
Because most of the other checks I did, and that opened up the rest.
Yeah. So we saw Dipwood, he got Northern Ruins after everyone else, but he already had Clone at that point as well. So that was about 45 minutes in, and he had go mode, and he just went straight for Black Omen.
The only other person who grabbed Clone from Reptite Lair was Kyuketsuki 2 hours in.
That's right. And now we're watching that play out, and it's now that his team is so leveled up, I don't think it's going to take a super long time.
Right. So I was the only one that went up against Lavos then, is what you're saying too?
So far, and yes.
Okay.
And I mean, even Dipwood, when Dipwood hit Death Peak, I think he was only level 21 or 24, but he was low level and he just made it work. And we watched you, grind up a bit at Ocean Palace, but everyone looked pretty strong with their attacks just because of the tabs, but the gear was lacking. So
yeah, the gear is lacking in Tabsanity, just how it is. Unless if you go up against the bosses. That's where the gear is.
Yeah, or like we were saying, use Charm with Ayla, but it was I think the last skill that she learned. That was a little cruel.
Second to last. But yeah, you can't really charm.
Yeah, and you don't really end up with a lot of gold to spend at vendors anyways, even if you wanted to buy a bunch of ethers or whatever it is. I mean, you could probably afford ethers, but it's like we saw, I think, when Dipwood hit his Black Omen shop, he only had like 60,000 gold. I didn't see what you had at in Zeal, but
I got there at about 40,000.
Yeah.
So I sold some stuff to get one amulet.
It's the right choice. Actually, for how close your final fight was, I have to say it was like, it could have been a lot worse. You got so much damage in at the very start of that fight. Like the core was down to like 5,000 HP or something before you really started having to play recovery. And then it was just a matter of hacking the rest away.
And I think the status effect on the first Lavos fight was what, poison?
No, the status effect or the obstacle is you can't use text or lock.
Lock. Yeah,
I would rather have poison. I wouldn't have had trouble at all.
But you did have heals, right?
I had no heals.
Oh, shoot. Well, someone had heals.
I was using Kiss with Ayla.
Yeah,
it's good enough, though. Works. It works.
Yeah, Dipwood reset threw Robo in there for the party heal.
Yeah, I had Frog. He had max, or Luca had max magic, so I just dumped magic tabs into Frog, and his heals was yes, you're healed up.
Yeah. Can you heal me, Frog? Yes.
And I just don't like to go shopping much. So I'll do the shopping in the beginning and deal with it at the end.
Yeah, I noticed actually there was a lack of shelters all around. No one actually ended the game with shelters. They were all using ethers and tonics to try and heal up before some of those final fights. And it does look like Kyuketsuki is, going to go in a different way. He's going to do a bit of shopping before he attacks this final boss.
He's got time. And even with any race, you have time.
Yeah, it's better to just take that 1 minute out to pick up what you need than have to, refight a boss or whatever. I'm not saying that's why you had to refight the shell or why Dipwood had to refight Zeal 2. I think those were different, just minor tweaks to the team, but yeah, you just don't want to be caught with your pants down around your ankles out there.
Yeah, and it's always quicker to be safe than to take a death. And I'm pretty sure me and Dipwood, we just take the chance.
Yeah, I saw from both of you like some pretty risky plays at times that did pay off, frankly. And part of that is maybe the characters are stronger just because of the magic and power, but it allows you to power through some of those bosses quicker, I think, than you normally would be able to.
Yeah, like my Magus fight, it was about 3 attacks and it was done because of the extra power we had.
If you watch the VOD, I'll be like, what happened? Aku is through Magus and I missed the whole fight. It must have happened really quick.
We both looked away and it was over.
It was over so quick.
Yeah, Magus did the one element I wanted, which was fire.
And Blaze Kick, right?
Yeah. Blaze Kick. Oh, he's gonna do his spell. Blaze Kick again, and it's over. And that was after the Frogala kick.
Yeah, that was a really, to be honest, like 15 minutes apart is still a really tight race. And to see that being the time difference between a Black Omen finish and a Magus Castle finish is that's pretty cool. You could have been
almost all of the skips on the way there too.
Yeah. And I don't know how much time you would have saved with if you had killed the shell first go. Maybe it wouldn't have won you the race necessarily, but it would have been a lot closer. And it just goes to show how any go mode you get, just go for it, right?
Yeah, talking about skips, Dipwood just steamrolled through Death Peak.
Yeah, it was one of the most impressive Death Peaks I've seen.
Yeah, Dipwood does know his skips too.
Yeah, Dipwood performs like a well-oiled machine when it comes to Jets of Time. He knows a lot about the game and
Well, there was a skip I didn't know about.
yeah, little tiny skip there.
Going around the eye, you didn't know about?
Yeah. That
as
saves
long
a
as
good bit of time.
as long as the eye is closed, you can go around, but it's like the guards in the trial. If they look at you, you can't skip it.
I call hacks.
Looks like that mutant skip is not as hard, maybe, as we all previously thought.
Right, he made that look pretty easy.
I used to think that like it took, you had to get through it fast, but I think it's more of a pathway thing. I haven't seen it broken down or whatever, but like,
I usually get caught as I'm trying to do the screen transition.
yeah,
It's kind of pathway. It's more you can't stop moving. Like as soon as you get on the screen, you have to be moving.
Yeah, that's how Dipwood got through Death Peak. He just didn't stop for anything. Nothing.
Yeah, and Death Peak, if you do it right, it's the only encounter you get is the Elder Lavo spawn or the Lavo spawn at the end.
Well, he took the cracker fight.
That 3-1 in the beginning.
Does 5 or 6?
try to get
Or
6. He got 5. But he did learn Blaze Kick from that fight, which made him kill Lava Spawn real quick.
made it all worth it.
Yeah, and in vanilla, that's a good spot to grind for tech points.
Yeah. I actually remember being a young kid and using that spot to go to 99. Probably not the best spot to even do that, but I did it.
Yeah, how I get to 99 is I'll play through multiple times.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more enjoyable. Like, to get all the endings you can or whatever. So pretty soon, we're going to see Q hit up his first mutant, and shortly after that, we're going to see the second mutant, and then we're on to Zeal. It shouldn't take long here.
And he's only had his go mode for 20 minutes.
He is hitting these skips really well. Actually, I think he missed one of them, but
Gonna be disappointed with the shop.
yeah, it's not the best shop. I could have had a hyper ethers and yeah. Oh, he has a little more gold to deal with maybe than Dipwood did.
Oh, quite a bit.
Yeah, because he still hasn't sold anything either, and he picked up a silver stud.
Probably gonna throw that on Ayla.
Oh, he's not even going to bother with much shopping here at all.
Oh, that's the MP one. I'm thinking the earring.
Ooh, got some nice gear on. Haste Helm, Ruby Armor, and Sunshades.
Yeah, that shop makes me think my Mega Elixir shop was better.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's going in this with 20 ethers.
He does have a pile of shelters left that'll save him a bit of time here.
One nice little Blaze Kick for the Tubster here.
I think really Kyuketsuki's biggest error in his whole run was just not checking Hekran. He checked it so late, it was a little confusing for us. He might just tell us that he forgot or whatever.
7,000?
That's so much damage.
That's so almost normal damage to me in a Tabsanity. Like 5,000 is low rolling.
Right. Again, luckily you can run away from just about everything in Black Omen when you're playing Jets of Time. I don't think it's quite the same on a vanilla playthrough on a, regular cartridge. Getting a lot of damage off Firewhirl here.
Putting it lightly.
We're also able now to see the top half of Kyuketsuki's head. And he looks very focused.
And his tracker.
Oh, we can see his tracker too, yes.
Well, now we can't. Thanks.
Darn it. I was enjoying that.
Oh, now we messed it all up.
That's okay. That's okay. There you are. Beautiful Kyuketsuki. Skipping chess, as I probably would at this point in my run as well. He's probably maxed out on power on who he needs it for, and magic as well. Probably speed too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, this is just a really unfortunate, like I said before, it's just unfortunate that he did not check Heckran earlier. That's the only reason why he's he's behind right now. It's literally all it was. And we don't even know where Ruby Knife was. We have no
Ruby
idea.
Knife was in factory.
Oh, it was?
Yep. In one of those checks that take a while to get to.
You thinking Dreamstone?
Nope.
Oh. So should Aku have Ruby Knife on his tracker?
Nope.
Oh, because he didn't get it? But he went there.
He went there, but he didn't go there.
I did not go into the factory.
Oh. Oh, Q went into the factory. Then?
But he didn't do it.
Didn't do that one thing. Huh. That's why yeah, finish your checks, people. You gotta play like it's the playoffs. So now that we've done that Giga Mutant fight, we really don't have much more to do here. A couple rooms, one more elevator, and we'll be in that Zeal 2 fight before you know it. I really don't think he's going to have much trouble.
That's right, Dipwood. Never finish your checks and drive procky nuts.
Yes.
I can just sense that vein pulsing in his forehead.
Well, you know, when you win races, you can basically say whatever you want. No one can tell you you're wrong. So
there's that too.
Tonight, Dipwood gets to tell everyone how to be a success. So tonight, we're all listening to Dipwood. Also, I'm never a success anymore in Jets. I just talk. So, you know.
Right, those of us who can't manage.
If someone's job is just talking, you probably shouldn't trust every word they say.
$7,100.
What a hilariously underrated skill, you know.
The only way they can get stronger is with 2 pair of prism specs, right?
Yeah. I mean, in this case, I think you could see a possible maximum damage being done to certain enemies.
The guys holding the malls in Denadoro?
Right. I know what you mean.
There we would probably see the max damage.
Well, here we go. Terra Mutant. Really should not take long to down.
The only way this would have been more interesting is Boss Rando. That would have made everything just... Ugh.
It would have been a very different race, I think.
It probably would have.
Although, having said that, like, we didn't do a lot of boss checks just because it's Chronosanity. So we were turning around a lot, like in Cathedral and Hekran and Denadoro.
That wasn't a one hit, was it?
Nah, it was like 2 or 3.
I missed him. Okay. 2 hits. Okay.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Close enough.
That firewhirl is just so powerful.
He's just gonna fire whirl through Zeal. It'd be funny to see one of those hands go down.
Yeah. I wouldn't count on it.
I've taken the time to take down one of the flames on Son of Sun just for giggles.
Yeah, if you use Gradius for that,
that's exactly what I did.
That
just for giggles.
Right? Because it can be done, so why not do it? Oh, look at that. That's only going to be 2 hits. See, he doesn't actually have to go for an anti-life here, I don't think. Oh, wait. He could have 12,000 HP, not 10,000? Can't remember exactly. So,
it didn't kill him.
Down. Well, he's done about 8,000 now. And now he's going to be doing about, well, just over 10,000. So yeah, 10,000 HP.
Hey, there was a load vest.
could actually be an upgrade.
Definitely. That's
I didn't
almost
see
as strong as an elemental armor.
I didn't see what they're wearing yet, but I do remember, I think it was Aku's screen, very late in his run, like Frog was still wearing bronze armor and stuff.
Yeah, Luca's still wearing a hide helm.
Yes, exactly.
But even the load armor gives more defensive power than the ruby armor.
Oh, does it? Don't think so. Wow, he is like good levels. 36
Right.
on the board. Ruby vest, ruby armor, hide cap. Doesn't even have a helm for Luca. Wow. I wonder if he did the jerky quest. I didn't see him do it. I mean, he only would have found rainbow anyways, so doesn't matter, but I might check it myself, try to find a prism helm or something, you know?
Or a vigil helm.
Yeah, any helm, basically. That's not a hide helm or hide hat.
Even running through with a Sierra topper would be fine.
It'd be better. Look at that one hit. Yeah, Zeal 1 has 5,000 HP, so Kyu's very happy about his one.
Hey, at least you passed that halation.
Yeah, Magma Machine could be a little different here. I would take it out as fast as possible, if possible. Unless, you know, if you don't do that, you'd have to wait for it to counter attack. And you do not want to power it up before that. But if you can do enough damage here, just take it out quick.
I suspect he's got the damage.
Again, Fire Whirl is just one of... Oh, it's so good. Might be my actual favorite skill. Period.
And a 3-hit Mana Machine.
He's actually doing this faster than I thought. To be completely honest, I thought we'd be looking at a 245 finish or later. But he accelerated us into this Zeal 2 fight. And we're not going to see him have difficulty here, I don't think. He's going to be able to dish out the damage. Zeal 2 has 20,000 HP. And,
I really want to see what Fire World does here. Please show me.
I don't think he's going to use Fire Whirl. Because what does it do? I think it one hand will zap you down to 1 HP, and the other one steals your MP. I think those are the counter attacks if you full screen AOE. So if you have like mega elixirs, I've seen this. You can like full screen AOE and then mega elixir, full screen AOE, mega elixir. But you have to have something like Frog Squat or Omega. What is it called? Frog Flare. Sorry. Something that can do at least 5,000. But he's going to have no trouble doing a damage. The problem is now healing up, making sure.
Oof, there goes Luca.
Luca's down. We don't have mega elixirs. That's unfortunate, but we do have elixirs.
He's taking time between menu switches there, and that's what's triggering that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Could have been quicker between those switches. But throwing those elixirs around, that's going to help. Unfortunately, we still need Ayla up to snuff here. And unfortunately, we're going to have to use Luca's turn for that. That's unfortunate only because we have to now wait for that next Blaze Kick. But it looks like their speed is fine. So it's not a long wait.
Here comes the Blaze Kick.
Yeah,
Might finish her off.
Well, after this, we just need one more, I think, because that should be 15,000 damage. And here we go. Sub 240.
There it goes. He didn't get the Nova armor.
Yeah, wasn't that a drop?
It was.
What the heck? Well, great race, everyone, including Kyuketsuki. Unfortunately, he missed that one small check on Heckran, but really he clawed his way back and finished the seed off in under 3 hours, and that's what I like to see. If you're part of our ladder async series, you would know that you don't always finish a seed. So this could have gone any number of ways. And I think it was just a great race for everyone.
Yeah, because Heckran had the gate key, and then I needed to go get the clone out of the reptile lair.
Oh, hey, we have Kyuketsuki here with us. Yeah, that was the one thing we were like, why didn't you do Heckran a little earlier? That's maybe you forgot. I don't know.
Why didn't I do it earlier? Because all I had really was Mega Bomb there, and Mega Bomb is incredibly slow to clear that out for the most part.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, I'll try a couple of other checks first. I just kept putting it off. It's a standard thing. I was almost excited when I saw Genodome drop something in, and then it was just a false hope.
Yeah, that was magnificent to see you go through Geno. But
I can't remember how to do right side of factory again. Like a lot of these ones that I don't get to do that often, I'm out of practice on.
Oh yeah, it sounds like that's actually where the ruby knife was, in one of the chests in right side.
Of course, it's what, like, there's certain weaknesses of mine. I never do the sewer, and I'm not really familiar with a lot of the early checks in Lost Worlds and Future because I avoid those for the most part. But
oh yeah, and I think sewer had like a sword piece for, so Aku got Magus Castle go mode, and it was from checking sewer, and Dipwood he just did Heckran earlier than everyone, and he did Northern Ruins last, but still got that pendant and was able to do his go mode quite early.
hey, I'm just happy I know how to do Northern Ruins. It's one of those that I learned for Legacy Osiris, and it's incredibly useful now. So
yeah, I felt like everyone, to me, it was like everyone went in there a little early, but you all crushed it. So I was like surprised.
other than that, I'm just grateful to have some Sanity played. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it with some nice butter in their bibs. So
Heck yeah.
I didn't get him fully muted out and actually put double start power on Luca because, power tabs on Luca. Haha. but I did get a very nice Ayla at one point for magic growth. So
And it was a great race.
Thanks for the run, guys, and thanks for volunteering.
Oh, thank you so much for racing, and thanks everyone. Corinth for restreaming. Our racers, Dipwood, Kyuketsuki, and akuheish. Ian Silverneo on comms.
And thank you, Proccy.
I mean, until next Sunday. I think next Sunday we're going to see a async ladder race again, restreamed. And moving forward, maybe a couple more of those until we head into the final ladder, the final brackets. I'd like to see more of these races, though. This was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to commentate. I love Chronosanity.
Yep, and I agree. It's a whole lot of fun, and I hope to see more of it.
everyone, I hope you have a great night, and everyone take care, and look forward to a new week.
Right. Thanks everybody in chat for coming and watching and having fun with us in the chat.